I read that you had wanted to be an actor when you were a child.
Yep.
And you did pursue that, actually.
My background is actually acting and hosting. And when I tell people that, they kind of go, "You're a fake, you talk about building on Extreme."
No, but I also know that you did develop trade skills and so forth. So kind of what led you to do that with the acting behind you?
When I was 6, I kind of got picked up by a young kiddie drama troupe that came around schools looking for kids for commercials, and I fell into it that way. My dad at 16 said to me, "Son, if you're going to go into drama school, I'll send you. However, you're going to go to night school to learn a trade. Go to night school, look at the trades, choose what you want to do." Went there, fell in love with woodwork, where we learned wood bending, wood steaming, furniture design, sculpting, carving, how to use safety equipment so you don't cut your hands off, safety guards.
How did you?
On the show,
Oh.
in front of 15 million people, which is great, because no one ever lets you forget it. So I've always had a passion for TV. I've done it all my life, acting, hosting, but I've also built furniture for clients, for friends. There's something rewarding about getting a lot less money. TV, you get paid a lot of money to not really do much. This show, we don't get paid a lot of money and we do a lot, but it's more rewarding. With furniture, you put a lot more hours into what you're building or designing, but there's something about when they give you money at the end of the job and they say, "Thanks for what you built me." I get a greater feeling from giving someone the dining table I've built, because I know it's the hippie tendency coming out again. I don't know what it is. I just feel very, very passionate that I've been able to follow two great loves, entertainment and building and design.
And it's worked out perfectly for you.
Very lucky.
You were born and raised in the UK,
Yes.
right? And now you're in LA?
Yes.
What do you miss about being over there? Or what do you hope kind of makes its way over here?
Let me think. Lousy weather, lousy food, miserable people, warm beer, lousy weather, miserable people, warm beer, lousy weather, miserable people, lousy food. I'm messing. London's a great place, great designers, great, for my side of the fence, furniture designers, great history. I miss it a lot. However, 330 days of rain as opposed to 330 days of sunshine in LA.
Nothing to complain about. Yeah.
I love Los Angeles.
Okay, maybe just a couple questions that are more like fun to wrap up. Where's your favorite place on earth?
My favorite place on earth, it's actually a tough one. I love Sicily, where my wife's from. Again, love the furniture out there, and I love the culture. However, it has to be a place called Joss Bay, which is in Ramsgate on the southeast coast, opposite France, 16 miles of English Channel, where the water is freezing, but we just grew up as kids from London. We used to go there every week, so I just love that place.
Do you get to visit?
I've not been there in about 10 years, but I don't know why, it holds a place in my heart.
It'd be nice to take your kids back there.
I love to, and I can't wait to. When they get a little bit older, trying to get on an airplane with a 6-year-old boy and 2-year-old triplet girls isn't easy.
Talk about bathroom design. Wait till they turn 16.
Yeah,
You're going to be in trouble.
The bathroom design is the least of my concerns. It's the puberty and the boyfriends. That's what I'm worried about. Because my sister, turned into a monster.
And what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given that you can share with us?
Don't ever take yourself too seriously. Once you start believing your hype, there's only one way for you, and that's downwards. I had a very big actor tell me that when I got a bit above my station on a show I was doing, and after that point I was very humbled. I feel very blessed to be in America. I feel very blessed to be working on a great show, very blessed to be building a home, very fortunate that I've had great people guiding me my whole life, especially my dad. Taught me the ethics of working very hard and being honest. You know, be honest, be polite, be respectful. And it sounds corny, but I try and teach my kids that, because too many people haven't got the time of day for people, and being humble and just being respectful. Doesn't cost anything to say please and thank you to people.
Definitely. Do you have time for a few questions?
Of course I do, if you've got any. Yeah.
Thank you. Any questions?
I'm going to ask both at the same time. One, how did you get your role on the show? How did it become you were selected? And two, who's your favorite soccer team?
Favorite soccer team is obviously very easy. There's only one soccer team. They're actually called a football team where I come from. It's called Arsenal. Northeast London, grew up around Highbury. The part on the show, The last show I did in London was called Fear Factor. I hosted that, made by Endemol. Endemol make Extreme Makeover in America. The producers in America were talking with the producers in England. We're looking for someone possibly English. Do you know anyone? And my EP from Fear Factor said, got a dashingly good-looking young man with a head full of brown hair. And he builds furniture for a living. He's been doing TV for 20 years. So I came out, had a chat. They saw my resume, they saw what I've built, and they said, the job's yours if you want it. And I said, okay, I'll take it. And then from that, I lost the hair, and stress and worry and having kids. It's been great.
I was wondering on the show, a lot of these homes get done pretty quickly.
Yep.
It seems like a matter of weeks. How does that happen?
It's actually not a matter of weeks. We say on the show that it's done in 7 days. We actually tell a lie. The homes aren't built in 7 days. From the moment we demo the house in our jokey way, we give the builder the keys. He has to give us the keys back in 104 hours, which is 4.5 days. We then take 1 day to move in furniture, dress the house, so it's actually 5.5 days. Everything, when they move in, is working. The builder usually stays on for 2 years. So just repair any cracks on a bump list, door might be sticking, they repair everything. So if anything goes wrong. But so far, out of 155 homes, only one builder has had to ease 3 doors in a home. Everything is amazingly, we've got 5 safety inspectors who follow each state, each city. They follow each build. And it's hard to get anything by them. So everything is, if you can come out and see one, I wish people to come out and see it, because you're going to be in awe. You turn your back, you go for lunch, the house goes from being framed to sided and roofed in an hour and a half. The quickest one we ever had, from demo to key hand back to us, was 54 hours, painted.
That's amazing.
Paulie was telling the story. He watched 480 sheets of drywall go in an hour and a half. 52 hours the house was built, done, ready for furniture. We were standing around, they were saying, for 2 days, didn't know what to do, because it was done. So yeah, it's a group effort. Thousands of people, loads of great product, come together, you can build a house in 4 days.
Any other questions? Okay, then I would like to thank Ed for joining us. It's been a
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us,
pleasure.
guys. Thank you.